The teasers dropped. The fandom went silent. In an instant, the entire K-pop world was turned upside down.
Oh, literally upside down.
Right. When a global icon steps out of the shadow of a traditional mega agency and into the arms of a multi-billion-dollar luxury empire, nothing is ever the same.
Ever.
Join Eric and Minji as they ride the Hallyu wave, uncovering the biggest K-pop comebacks, shocking industry controversies, and major K-drama updates. From internet-breaking rumors to historic chart milestones, we dive deep into the world of Korean entertainment.
So excited for this one.
Me too. Because today, we are looking at a headline that is just, it's dominating timelines across every platform imaginable. You've probably seen it. The YouTube title driving our deep dive into the source material today is, quote, Lisa's billionaire deal. Why she just rejected YG for this new brand, unquote.
Which, okay, I gotta say, it sounds almost like fan fiction, right?
It really does.
But the reality of what Lalisa Manobal is currently orchestrating, it's far more complex than just like a simple brand swap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have a massive stack of sources to unpack all this today. We're pulling from official agency statements, high fashion editorials from Harper's Bazaar and Nylon, and even this really fascinating 2023 academic study from Iowa State University.
Ooh, bringing in the academia. I love it.
You know it, because our mission today is to trace this staggering evolution. Like, how does a K-pop idol, the beloved matinee of BLACKPINK, transform into this solo powerhouse CEO and global luxury ambassador for Louis Vuitton?
Well, to really understand the sheer gravity of this transformation, we kind of have to look at the historical context of the K-pop industry first.
Right. Set the stage for us.
So for decades, the traditional mega agencies, companies like SM, JYP, and obviously YG Entertainment, they've operated on a very strict centralized model.
Oh, completely centralized.
Yeah, the agency basically owns the intellectual property. They dictate the release schedules, they manage every single brand deal, and they heavily, heavily curate the idol's public persona. Like, the artist is a vital piece of the puzzle, obviously, but the agency is the architect.
Which is exactly what makes her departure from YG Entertainment for her solo activities such a seismic event. She didn't just transfer to a rival agency, which would be huge news on its own.
And she went way bigger.
She announced the birth of LLOUD, her own one-person agency.
Yeah, and setting up LLOUD wasn't just like a career pivot. It was a total declaration of independence. She is now the primary stakeholder in her own cultural capital. In an industry where artists are routinely placed on an indefinite hiatus if they disagree with management.
Ugh, we've seen that so many times.
So many times. So creating a cell phone infrastructure completely flips that power dynamic.
But wait, hold on, because idols leave agencies all the time, right? Or they sign massive brand deals. We've seen first and second generation idols establish their own labels.
Sure.
And G-Dragon was sitting front row at Chanel years ago.
Oh, absolutely.
So what makes this specific LLOUD and LVMH situation fundamentally different from the standard K-pop playbook?
Okay, that is the crucial distinction right there. The difference here is the scale, the timing, and honestly, the unprecedented level of institutional backing.
Meaning the luxury houses.
Exactly. Usually when an idol leaves a big four agency to start their own label, there's this very visible growing pain period.
Right. They kind of struggle for a bit.
Yeah. They lose access to top-tier producers, global distribution networks, premium styling resources, all of it. But Lisa bypassed that vulnerability entirely.
Oh, completely bypassed it.
Because she debuted this new era not with a standard press release in Seoul, but at Paris Fashion Week, backed by literally the most powerful luxury conglomerate on Earth.
Okay, let's paint the picture of that specific moment because it was so cinematic.
It really was.
It was March 2024, the Louis Vuitton Fall-Winter Show in Paris.
And this wasn't just any runway. This was Nicolas Ghesquiere's 10th anniversary as the artistic director of women's collections.
A huge milestone.
So the anticipation was already at a fever pitch.
And then Lisa arrives.
And the internet practically broke. It shattered. The visual identity she presented was a complete departure from what we were used to. She stepped out in this incredibly striking ivory silk halter neck.
Oh, that top was
paired with these stark black hot pants and hold-up stockings. It was daring, it was alluring, and it just completely redefined her silhouette.
And we cannot gloss over the accessory because that was a major talking point. She was carrying the iconic pick trunk monogram, which she actually noted later in a Louis Vuitton video is her absolute current favorite piece.
A subtle little flex.
Exactly. But here's where we have to look at the mechanics of this move. This appearance just poured gasoline on those swirling rumors connecting Lisa to the LVMH empire on a much more personal level.
Oh, here we go. The rumors.
Right. So for context, LVMH Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy is the parent company of the world's most prestigious luxury brands. And the rumors linking Lisa romantically to Frédéric Arnault, who is the son of LVMH president Bernard Arnault, they have been everywhere.
Everywhere. And the broader context of K-pop dating scandals is what makes this part so fascinating.
Yeah, tell us about that, because usually it's a disaster.
Historically, dating rumors are kryptonite for idols. Period. Agencies have strict dating bans because the entire idol economy is built on this parasocial fantasy of availability.
Right. You have to belong to the fans.
Exactly. A dating scandal usually means plummeting stock prices, massive fan boycotts, handwritten public apologies, the whole ordeal. But when Lisa and Frédéric Arnault were spotted at, famous restaurants, concert halls, and taking vacations together, the reaction was vastly different.
Oh, it was night and day. K-netz and international stands didn't boycott. They literally celebrated.
They were throwing a digital parade.
I saw timelines just flooded with memes about how she skipped the standard industry dating drama and went straight to the billionaire tier. The fandom viewed it as a total power move.
Because it blurs the line between a traditional brand partnership and a deeply entrenched personal and business alliance. Your bias isn't just making a standard comeback. She is pulling the ultimate CEO boss move. She's running her own agency, dictating her terms, and standing shoulder to shoulder with European luxury heirs.
Which is insane.
The K-netz, who were initially shocked by her departure from YG's solo management, suddenly saw her ascending to this level of untouchable global royalty. And the pride just overwhelmed that typical parasocial jealousy.
And honestly, the numbers back up that unshakable support. While all this high society drama is unfolding, her actual music career is still breaking records.
Oh, the music is thriving.
Her solo single, Rockstar, was a phenomenon. We're talking an absolute all-kill on the charts.
An all-kill.
It topped the Billboard Global ex-US chart. It completely dominated YouTube's Global Weekly chart, and it smashed into the top 10 on Spotify's Global Daily chart.
Which just proves that the LO strategy is working perfectly.
Yeah.
She successfully transferred her massive BLACKPINK audience over to her independent solo venture, which, by the way, is incredibly difficult to execute without the machine of a mega agency pushing the algorithm.
It is a staggering shift in power dynamics. And hey, if you love staying updated on your favorites and deep dives into the business behind the music, make sure you're subscribed to StarScope K-Report. We've got even bigger scoops ahead.
You definitely want to subscribe because that is not even the wildest part of this comeback.
No.
Just wait until you hear how K-pop fans are literally manipulating the global stock of these luxury brands.
Okay, before we get into the actual science of how fans are doing that, which is mind-blowing, we need to talk about how she built the cultural capital to justify a billionaire deal in the first place.
Right, the build-up.
Because you don't just declare yourself a luxury CEO, you have to look like one. And Lisa's aesthetic transformation was just as calculated as her business moves. Looking at the fashion editorials, you can clearly trace a narrative arc across 3 distinct eras.
Oh, the style evolution is my favorite part. Let's think back to those early debut days. If you look at footage from around, 2016 to 2019, she is practically drowning in neon.
So much neon.
This was the maximalist K-pop ingenue era, built purely on shock value. She had those iconic, unmovable, blunt bangs that became a total pop culture staple.
They literally did not move when she danced.
Not an inch. And it was highly saturated experimental layering, clashing textures, thigh-high patent leather boots, and shimmering crop tops. It was loud, chaotic, and perfectly engineered to capture attention on a crowded stage.
It was the quintessential manufactured K-pop visual.
Exactly.
But then there's this fascinating pivot that happens around 2020, the Celine shift, which really kicked off what we now view as her quiet luxury phase.
Yeah, this was the crucial stepping stone. Hedy Sliane personally tapped her to be Celine's global ambassador, and suddenly all the neon just vanished.
Run.
The psychology of this shift is so important. To appeal to heritage European fashion houses, you have to project this effortless elegance. So she shifted to really muted palettes.
Lots of neutrals.
Right, incredibly sharp tailoring, oversized blazers. You'd see her in a timeless Celine trench coat thrown over biker shorts, or classic Prada loafers paired with vintage denim.
And the hair changed too.
Yes. She even slicked back those signature bangs into sophisticated buns. It was a master lesson in transitioning from a trendy idol to a timeless muse.
Which perfectly sets the stage for her current aesthetic from 2023 to the present. The old money preppy and haute couture CEO.
The CEO era.
Exactly. Once LLOUD launched, her wardrobe matured to match that executive status.
She leaned heavily into the old money aesthetic for her day-to-day looks. You know, pleated miniskirts, tailored cardigans, button-down sweaters.
Very preppy.
Yeah, and those two-tone Mary Janes that give off heavy Miu Miu or Tom Brown vibes. But then simultaneously, her red carpet game became completely architectural.
Like actual art pieces.
Exactly. She collaborated with Bulgari to design limited edition luxury watches. And now, as a Louis Vuitton house ambassador, she is mixing classic LV silhouettes with custom sculptural pieces from avant-garde labels like Schiaparelli and Mugler.
Wow.
She is dressing like a mogul who curates art, not just an idol who wears clothes.
It's brilliant. But, okay, how does a style evolution actually translate into a multi-million-dollar business contract? This is where we have to look at the mechanics of modern marketing. We have a 2023 academic study from the Iowa State University proceedings that completely deconstructs this.
I love this study.
It's so good.
Yeah.
The researchers use something called dynamic topic modeling to analyze cross-cultural Twitter data from 2017 to 2022. And they were looking specifically at K-pop, brand ambassadors, and luxury brands.
And what they found was that there are 5 main topics driving all the engagement around these partnerships. It's attractiveness, fandom, events, fashion outfits, and performance K-pop.
Right.
But the real revelation of this research centers around a metric called EMV, earned media value.
Okay, I need to stop you there, because terms like brand endorser congruence and earned media value sound like they belong in a corporate textbook.
Fair enough.
What does this actually look like in practice on a fan's Twitter timeline? Like, how does a luxury executive sitting in a boardroom in Paris actually use this data?
Okay, so it is basically the most vital metric in modern advertising. EMV calculates how much free marketing a celebrity generates just by existing.
Okay.
So if Louis Vuitton pays for a billboard, that's paid media. But if Lisa wears a Louis Vuitton jacket at an airport and 100,000 fans tweet about it, generating millions of impressions, that is earned media value.
Got it.
The executives use software that scrapes social media to assign a literal dollar amount to that organic engagement. And get this. In 2022, the data showed that all 4 BLACKPINK members ranked as the absolute top key opinion leaders globally based on EMV.
Meaning they beat out Hollywood stars.
Yes, they were generating more measurable financial value for these brands than traditional Hollywood actors.
That is wild.
Yeah.
And the study revealed that the fans were entirely aware of this mechanism.
Oh, they know exactly what they're doing.
They aren't just blindly cheering for a pretty outfit. They're calculating. The research observed that fans intentionally create specific social media content to trigger these algorithms.
Yeah.
They use keywords like retweet, react, beauty, and chic deliberately.
And in the Korean data specifically, the study noted fans were artificially engineering the data by attaching the keyword human to a luxury brand name.
Oh, like human Chanel.
Exactly, human Celine or human Chanel. And they do this right before an ambassador appointment is announced. They flood the timeline with these phrases to emphasize how perfectly the idol fits the brand.
Driving up the value.
It creates a massive spike in that brand endorser congruence you mentioned earlier. The executives look at the data, they see this massive organic alignment between their brand and the artist, and boom, the multi-million-dollar contract is justified.
It's literally like hardcore K-pop fandoms operate as a highly coordinated, decentralized Wall Street firm.
That is the perfect analogy.
They aren't just fans, they are digital investors.
Yeah.
They know that if they mobilize their base, coordinate their hashtags, and push the EMV high enough, they are actively driving up the stock price of their favorite idol.
Huh?
They are essentially negotiating the contracts on behalf of the artists through sheer data manipulation.
And the luxury houses are fully dependent on it now. Like, why would LVMH hire a traditional Hollywood actor who might, generate a polite magazine write-up when they can hire a K-pop megastar?
Right.
A megastar who comes with a built-in global marketing firm that will work around the clock for free to trend their products. The fans hold an unprecedented level of consumer power, and they know exactly how to wield it to secure these billionaire deals for their idols.
That level of strategic coordination is just fascinating. And hey, later in the episode, we'll talk about the shocking plot twist in this drama that nobody saw coming.
Oh, the pivot.
Yeah, a move that takes Lisa far outside the music industry entirely. But first, let's look at the culmination of all this EMV power, the Louis Vuitton Spring-Summer 2025 campaign.
Yes, this campaign is basically the physical manifestation of all that data and cultural capital. It marks her official debut as a Louis Vuitton house ambassador for women's wear. And let me tell you, LVMH did not hold back.
Not at all.
They brought in the legendary photographer Steven Meisel to shoot it, which signals the absolute highest tier of prestige in the fashion industry.
The visuals are breathtaking.
So good.
Meisel captured Lisa alongside critically acclaimed actress Saoirse Ronan. But what makes the campaign so striking is the clash of aesthetics. It's Nicolas Ghesquiere's futuristic vision colliding with centuries past.
Yeah, the contrast is crazy.
You see these light-as-air blossom jackets, puff sleeves, and crisp cottons, but they're set against the backdrop of Laurent Grasso's Renaissance-style murals. It completely blurs the line between a classical painting and a modern photograph.
And Ghesquiere's official statement about Lisa really encapsulates why she was chosen over anyone else. He praised her for setting trends with, quote, fearless authenticity, unquote, noting that she is as bold and creative with her music as her fashion.
That's high praise.
Huge. She is joining a very exclusive family that includes Zendaya and Emma Stone. But crucially, it also includes fellow K-pop royalty like BTS's J-Hope and Stray Kids' Felix.
Which proves this isn't a fluke. It's a dedicated long-term strategy by LVMH to harness the Hallyu wave.
Oh, 100%.
They recognize that the epicenter of global pop culture has shifted to Seoul.
But here is the plot twist we promised you.
Yes, let's get into it.
Just as she reaches the absolute pinnacle of music and fashion, Lisa is pivoting again. She is gearing up for her highly anticipated acting debut. And she isn't starting with, like, a typical idol web drama.
No, she's not.
She is starting at the absolute top of Western prestige television, HBO's The White Lotus, Season 3.
I still can't believe this. A K-pop idol stepping directly into a massive Emmy-winning HBO ensemble cast is truly uncharted territory. How did this happen?
It is a masterstroke of synergy. Season 3 is being filmed in her homeland of Thailand, and Lisa has always been a massive cultural ambassador for her country. I mean, she recently won the What an Akunathorn Award for promoting Thai culture globally.
That's amazing.
By joining the White Lotus, she is bridging the gap between Asian pop culture and Western prestige TV. She's bringing one of the most critically acclaimed shows in the world to her home turf. It elevates her from a music star to a multi-hyphenate global entertainment figure.
The sheer scale of her current trajectory is dizzying. We are watching someone simultaneously run an independent agency with LLOUD top global music charts, secure the biggest luxury ambassadorships in Paris, and step into prestige Hollywood television.
All at the same time.
It's wild. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a KT update as we continue tracking these massive industry shifts.
Because when you look at all these pieces together, you know, the agency, the LVMH backing, the Hollywood pivot, it becomes clear that Lisa is writing a completely new rulebook.
She really is.
She survived the intense pressure cooker of the traditional idol system. She absorbed its lessons on discipline and visual marketing, and then she broke free to apply those lessons on a global scale.
Which leaves me with one final provocative thought for you to mull over. We've seen how restrictive the traditional mega agencies can be, right? And we are now seeing the blueprint for how an idol can escape that system by leveraging their own earned media value. So with idols like Lisa establishing their own agencies and securing massive independent backing from conglomerates like LVMH, what happens when K-pop stars outgrow the idol agency system entirely?
Oh, that's a scary thought for the agencies.
Are we looking at a future where European luxury fashion houses, with their billions in capital and global reach, become the new record labels for the Hallyu wave?
Honestly, if the fans continue to manipulate the data to prove their idols' worth to these luxury brands, the traditional music agencies might suddenly find themselves vastly outbid and outmatched.
You've been listening to StarScope K-Report, where Eric and Minji bring you the stories shaping K-pop, K-dramas, and the global Hallyu wave. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.